Well, let's move on to question 3. Question 3 says you have the records of 1,492 high school graduates. So 1,492 high school graduates were examined and the following information was obtained. So 1,072 of them, they took biology. And you also know that 679 took geometry. Took geometry. We also know that 271 of those who took geometry did not take biology. 271 of those who took geometry did not take biology. Okay. Then answer the following questions. So find the number of people who took both classes. Both classes. Then find the number of people who took at least one of these classes. At least either the first or the second one of these classes. C, find the number of people who took biology but not geometry. But not geometry. And finally, neither classes. Neither class. Well, our goal is to form the Venn diagram. Then, by analyzing the Venn diagram and looking at these wordings, we try to find the cardinality of each of these sets. Okay, perfect. So here you have your Venn diagram. Here you have your universal set. Universal set, which includes 1,492 high school graduates. So this is U and N of U. The cardinality of universal set is 1,492. Here you have two sets and the intersection between them. The first set, suppose, is just biology, and the second set is geometry. So what information is given? 271 who took geometry did not take biology. So what's the meaning of that? It means that you have enough geometry and no biology. So be fine. It means that you're excluding set B. Geometry, not biology. So we are excluding this set and the cardinality is equal to 271. So this is 271. 271. They only took geometry. Only geometry. So let's see. What information is given here so it can actually help us? You know that you have 1072 biology, you have 679 geometry, so you have 679 who took geometry. You have the cardinality of this set, the whole set, and some portion of it, which is the people who only took geometry, is 271. So you can find the intersection between these two by doing the following calculation. So here, let me use this arrow to show that I'm using geometry, 679, minus people only took geometry, not taking biology. So 271. This is equal to, let's do the calculation, 80408. So 408 people took biology and geometry. That's the meaning of that. Geometry and biology, the intersection. Okay, step by step, we try to drive the information. Very well. So, do we have the answer to question part A? Yes, both classes. It means that was the cardinality of the intersection. It means that what is N of G intersection B, we found it 408. Now I expect you to ask, what is the number of people who only took biology? They didn't take any geometry class. So as usual, you can do a little bit of calculation. Here in this case, to find the number of people who only took biology, we need to subtract the intersection from 1072. So here you have 1072 minus 408. So by doing the subtraction, we have 4, we have 6, and 6. 664 only biology. Okay, perfect. Now let us answer part B. Part B says at least either the first or the second or both. At least one of these classes. It means that it interprets to union. This question says find the cardinality of G union B. G union B, people who only took biology, 664. Plus, people who took both biology and geometry, 408. Plus, people who only took geometry class, 271. Let us add these together. Okay, let me do the calculation here. So if we add these two, we get 664 plus 9, 7, 697. Let us add these two together. You get 3, 1, 4, 1, 13, 43. As you can see, this number is different from your cardinality of the universal set. So N of A union B or N of B union G, in this case we're using B and G, is equal to 1,343. Okay, for part C, biology, but not geometry. So we can interpret that into the cardinality of biology and not geometry. Biology and not geometry. Only to biology, which is 660. And finally, neither classes. It means that that person is not part of these sets here. It means that that person is going to be here in this universal set and is not part of these two sets. So here you have the cardinality of the universal set, 1, 4, 92, minus the cardinality of the union of these two sets, which is equal to 13, 43. Let us do the subtraction here. We have a 9, then 4, and 1. 149 people, they didn't take any biology class or geometry class or both.